or...
Oh,
I've never done that before, and I've always wanted to.
Did you break it?
Hope you got it out of your zone.
Yeah, did you break it? Yeah.
I did kind of break it.
I wonder if I should...
All right, so I have a technical time of 11 minutes to beat, so here we go. Welcome to the Finance Committee meeting. First order of business is to approve last month's committee meeting minutes. Motion made by Supervisor Merlino, second by Supervisor Bramer. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, the first item, as always, is a request for the transfer of funds. Those are in your packet. Item 1. Motion made by Supervisor McDevitt, second by Supervisor Simpson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Item 2, our County Treasurer, Mike Swan. Take it away.
Good morning, everybody. The first item A is a request to transfer $15,822 from contingent to a budget code in my department to pay the property taxes on the property that the EDC was going to purchase under the option, but they're not going to do it now. This was not budgeted, so in order to pay the taxes, we need the money.
So just for the committee...
Just is for future notice, we will be including this in our budget going forward, in my budget in the Treasurer's office, so that these taxes will be paid until such time as they're sold.
I'll move that.
Just for the
Second.
committee's edification, we have $195,000 in the contingency right now, so... motion made by Supervisor Dickinson, second by Supervisor Bramer. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Item B is a request to set up a letter of credit with our bank for Blue Shield. What this amounts to is because we're self-insured, Blue Shield is our administrator for the program, and they're requesting that that a letter of credit be on hand with the bank for $233,900 to insure just in case we don't pay our monthly claim bill.
Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, second by Supervisor Merlino. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to item 3, we have referrals from the County Facilities Committee under Airport. Item A is to request to establish capital project, Airport Snow Removal Equipment Building, the design in the amount of $150,000.
I'll move it.
Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, second by Supervisor Stroud. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. B, request to appropriate $7,500 from Budget Code Reserve Airport Repair and Projects to Budget Code Transfer Capital Projects to provide the local share for Capital Project H389.
I'll move it.
Motion made by Supervisor Bramer, second by Supervisor Merlino. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 4, environmental concerns and real property. We have a request to authorize the appropriation of funds in the amount of $2,500 from the Environmental Testing Reserve Fund to Budget Code Real Property Tax Services Contract to pay for the removal of 2 tanks from the Town of Chester tax map, parcel number 104-1045. Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, second by Supervisor Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 5, Health, Human, and Social Services under Veterans. We have a request to amend the county budget in the amount of $15,900 to reflect the receipt of grant funding to cover the cost of purchasing billboard advertisements. Motion made by Supervisor Dickinson, second by Supervisor Merlino. Yes, Supervisor Bramer.
Didn't we discuss in that committee making it broader to allow them to cover any advertisement, or no? Amanda, did we?
That's going to be a different resolution.
Okay.
It's just to move appropriate the funds that are coming in.
For those
That's
two
there.
billboards? Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. B, request to amend the county credit card policy to authorize an additional credit card for veteran services with a monthly limit of $500 to pay for incidental peer-to-peer program. Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Bramer. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. OCTAX. We have a request to appropriate $20,000 from the Budget Code Reserve Occupancy Tax to pay for additional ATTA Elevate Conference expenses. Motion made by Supervisor Simpson, second by Supervisor Dickinson. Discussion? Yes?
Gina explained this yesterday and said that we would be reimbursed for this.
That's right.
So
Yes,
that-
she did say that. Yep.
Okay.
But we still need to appropriate.
Right,
Yep.
so I'm in favor.
Okay, so we have a motion, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Item 7, referrals from the Support Services Committee under County Clerk. A is a request to amend the county budget in the amount of $37,050 to reflect receipt of initial payment in Local Government Records Management Improvement Fund, digital imaging grant funds for July 2019 to June 30th of 2020. Motion made by Supervisor Merlino, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. This was discussed in its full. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. IT, we have a request to appropriate funds totaling $10,467 from the Computer Reserve Fund to various departmental budgets for the purchase of computers and related equipment and software. Motion made by Supervisor Simpson, seconded by Supervisor Stroud. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. County Administrator, you're on deck. Ryan Moore.
We have one item that is not on the agenda. Sorry about that. It's a late-breaking item. The Director of Countryside, Amy McByrne, is here, and our DSS Deputy Commissioner, Christina Mastriani, is here. It's Mahoney Alarms maintains the fire alarm over at Countryside. There was an oversight in reading the costs that needed to be included in the not-to-exceed amount. I think the dollar amount that it'll actually end up is under $400, which is contained in the Countryside budget, and Mary has the details on this.
Yep, so we just need a resolution which authorizes their not-to-exceed amount to go from $1,150 a year to $1,492. And then we also need to add a line to the resolution that says any unplanned repairs will be billed at a prevailing wage rate.
Motion made by Supervisor Simpson, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
Any questions on the journal report?
Yes, Supervisor.
I was noticing the 20,000 is legal fees.
This is various items that Bartlett and Pontiff is handling for us. I believe that the interest arbitration...
Oh, no. So this was because we put Nixon Peabody, who's doing all the railroad stuff, for some reason we put them under consultants this year, and we put Bartlett Pontiff under legal, so we just moved everything to legal, and are going to pay all of the legal fees out of our legal budget line. And I don't know why we put Nixon Peabody in consulting last year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? That's my report.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. Moving on, we have item 9, and that is committee action is required to approve the items in personnel and higher education, and those are items 3A, B, 4, and 5. Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, second by Supervisor McDevitt. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. And you see we have one extra item as addendum, and that was what was discussed in support services this morning, and that is to request to appropriate funds in amount not to exceed $21,188.60 from the Budget Code Reserve election equipment to the Board of Elections budget to cover any gap in funding for the purchase of e-poll books caused by a possible reduction in New York State aid to localities grant funding. Motion made by Supervisor Simpson, seconded by Supervisor Beatty. Discussion? Yes,
I'm
Super.
sorry, I did miss the meeting this morning. Are we still concerned that there will be a reduction in funding, or, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. They're saying we're definitely going to get the 15,000, but even that is a concern, so we don't know what's going to happen.
We're still concerned about the 20,000. That
Well,
covers
that's the
old
gap. from the
e-books. 21,000, okay.
Yeah, there was a gap from the 37, so we don't know.
We haven't gotten official word yet from the State Division of Budget. They promised it this week, but we're still waiting for it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. We have no pending items this month. Privilege of the floor. Anyone like to address the Finance Committee?
Move we adjourn.
Motion made by Supervisor Dickinson to adjourn, seconded by Supervisor Beatty. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those carried. Thank you very much.
Fine.